I actually think that Trump out of office
for good reason.
Well, was a good thing for your show because it allowed you.
This is
not
good.
About my show, Candace.
No.
That's insulting.
No.
Nice.
I don't
nice
believe
open.
I don't believe in chips.
I think we've established tonight we've all got our own.
We've all got our things.
We all got our own things.
Candace Owens. The Candace Owens episode.
Hello.
Who is hiding in my hide?
Ooh, my
This is awesome.
hangout?
This is actually a really sick man cave.
How are you?
My husband has one, but it's a lot
It's
smaller.
not a man cave
is
because I'm
definitely-
not a husband.
It's a man cave.
It's not. It's a
Yeah.
nightclub.
Yeah, but men
It's
need
a
caves even
nightclub,
if
he
they
says.
don't have wives.
It's not. It's a nightclub. Yeah, it's a pretty cool nightclub. They're a regular Bootsy Bellows. So there she is sitting down. And Candace is pregnant again. Because no abortions. Matt Walsh. Do you know Matt Walsh has 6 kids? How disgusting is that? Oof. So Candace is doing all the kids. I think this is going to be her 3rd kid, right?
Yep.
So Bill notices she's obviously big and pregnant.
No.
I think they do.
This is a nightclub. You don't hear it. Oh, I see you're with child.
I've been with child for 3 years. I've been pregnant for 3 years. I've had a baby in 2021. This is like my permanent state.
Okay,
now. I'm
so
basically an
pause.
elephant.
Okay.
So Bill's already got his cigar.
Look at
ready
what's
to
in his
fucking
hand.
go.
So she's pregnant. They've established this. She's come in. You know, the booze is gone today. So we knew she was pregnant. No booze, right?
He does bring it out for himself.
Oh, he
There's
does.
booze.
Okay.
It's
But
there
there's not all
somewhere.
these bottles like before. You know,
Yeah.
usually there's hundreds of bottles enticing the guests to start drinking. But he does have something in his hand. He's got one of his clove cigarettes, right? Now, that can't be good. He would never light that.
Hopefully
in front
he
of a
had
pregnant
it
woman
ready,
in a
and then
basement.
he's going, "Oh, you're pregnant. I was going to smoke this, but I'll just put it away."
Because they're in this small basement, and she's right there 2 feet away from him. There's no way you could light a, that's like a cigar, right? That's very smoky, those things, those
We've
cloves.
seen him smoke his face.
You've seen it. It's a big cloud. It usually clouds the whole room in smoke, especially when he's doing it for an hour and a half. So I can't imagine he would light that. All right, what's our next time code?
You can go to 5 minutes in.
5 minutes in. Let's see what it
But
has.
this whole time up to now, he's fiddling. Just know that.
Okay, so keep an eye. Here's Bill, and it's not lit because you can't light a cigar around a pregnant woman. Even, like most people just wouldn't do that out of respect.
The thing that you
I grow vegetables, and I just want to tell you because
Right.
maybe he doesn't grow them. That's a very respectable zucchini.
Would you like it?
I actually would. I actually love zucchini. So
Maybe it'll remind you not to get pregnant
right,
again.
Vivek
Or now
Ramaswamy.
you're going to leave it there. It's going to wind up staying there again.
No, it won't. I won't leave it. I actually love
great.
zucchini.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, this is my favorite. I actually did cucumbers this year, and I got some pretty big cucumbers, but they're wretched to grow. They just kind of grow
It's
out.
almost a shame to have.
So, did you hear that? I could recognize that sound anywhere. Listen to this sound.
Got some pretty big cucumbers, but they're wretched to grow.
That's the sound of a Zippo opening. And this is the face of a man with ants in his pants wanting to smoke and doing a bunch of I want to smoke gesturements, hoping that maybe she'll, he's feeling the water here. I'll open the lighter. I'll have this thing. I'll check out her eyes. I'll see. I'll put it near my mouth. I'll see if she stops me. If not, maybe I could smoke. And I know this feeling well, this maybe I could smoke feeling. I had it my whole life. I started smoking at 15. Everywhere I went is, maybe I could smoke. Maybe I could fucking smoke something. Will they let me? Let's see. You ever been in somebody else's car back when people smoked in cars? But maybe they didn't smoke, but usually people would let you smoke in their car if you rolled down the window back then. And you'd always be wondering, you didn't want to ask because if they say no, if you give them an opportunity to say no, then you're crushed. You kind of want to play with it a little. Maybe they'd be too afraid to say anything and they'll let it go. All of a sudden the window's open and you're smoking. So is he doing something like that? Let's find out. Do I continue from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. They just kind of grow
It's
out.
almost a shame to have to cut into that, but you do.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta.
Yeah.
But don't you not believe like in the moon landing? So I'm supposed to believe you about climate.
I think it's so funny how people take. Well, first off,
That is a Denny move. I think it's so funny how people, if someone says that, they're lying. If somebody brings up something and it's completely wrong about you, don't go, I think it's so funny that people... Da, da, da. Denny does it. It's hilarious to me. It's not hilarious. You're very mad. This actually is very angering for you, and it makes you very defensive.
And for like 30 minutes, she's just trying to have a normal... I mean, it's still a Candace
She didn't
Owens
want to
convo,
do a Candace controversy cast. She wanted this to be...
He keeps on going, you believe the moon landing is
she
fake.
did. She thought the moon landing was fake.
But she said
it got out there, and she realized that's actually could hurt her brand. She's got to be taken more seriously. She can't be saying the moon landing's fake. Because that's a good one where people can now write you off of anything you say if you say that, right? So she gets very mad when people bring that up and denies that she's ever said that. Obviously, she said much worse.
So I'm supposed to believe you.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I find it very offensive if you didn't believe in moon mumbo jumbo from NASA in the 60s. No, I don't believe in any sort of landing. Plane landings, day to day. I don't believe there anything lands. Jokes. This joke. Okay, here. What? Oh, they've muted themselves. Yeah, just a second here. I got to figure this out. Okay, there.
How people take... Well, first off, I know what I'm talking about with the climate stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and promote.
Well, you're not the
So he's now flicking the Zippo. Because if you give it a couple flicks, you don't see... She's not even eyeing it. She's actually going out of her way to not look at the Zippo. Because she can't believe he would even attempt this, right? I mean, she's got to be, if she's anti-abortion, if she's anti-Plan B, she's got to be anti-smoking.
If she saw someone else smoking in front of
a baby,
she would say something.
So let's see. He's
not
flicking.
believe like in the moon landing, so I'm supposed to believe you about climate.
I think it's so funny how people take... Well, first off, I know what I'm talking about with the climate stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and promote.
Well, you're not the only one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you should probably
What are you doing?
realize...
No. Oh, like he's lit in the lighter.
There is...
Oh! What happened there? Let's see. The lighter now, the Zippo has been ignited. It's lit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you should probably realize...
There's the flame.
Like, that there is...
And he goes to put I see the cigar raising, and then it cuts to her shot.
Is in the same way that there are narratives I think you're now more awake to. The climate hoax is one that funds trillions of dollars, and we are not running...
He lit it. We barely see it. We see half of it.
More awake to. The climate hoax is one that funds trillions of dollars.
And she did a little eye movement. Did you see her eye?
Said something.
Watch her eye as he lights this up. Watch this.
Are narratives I think you're now more awake to. The climate hoax is one that funds trillions of dollars.
Ooh, that was I saw that, but I'm not. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Please, why
that is the face of, and she won't say anything because they're in an argument about her moon landing thing, and she doesn't want any more. You know, she's trying to get out of this. He lit it up. Look at this. He lit it up, and he knew. Let's see.
And we are not running.
And look at that thing smoke. I mean, do you see the cloud?
Like New York City in Dallas. So
fit. I just said it's not about.
Fit, but the point is that
so he hasn't taken a drag yet, though. He hasn't gone that far because that's still another step he's got to inch to. Let's see.
Hurricanes are down. The whole idea that every time it rains, it's because something bad is happening is like it's okay.
What I will agree with you on is this.
Did you see this move? Look at this move. He does. So he's lit the stogie. He's not taking a drag. Look what he does. Look at this move.
Is like it's okay.
What I will agree with you on is this.
Should I? Okay. He takes a devious jib. He's inching. I mean, I've done this so many times as a kid. Because you're still like, okay, yeah, you're with your friend. He's driving. He's a square, Drew Michael. And you take out your cigarettes. You're holding them. You're talking. No one's saying anything. Take out your lighter, you're holding it, you're talking, no one's saying shit. You're waiting for, oh, dude, don't smoke in here. Then you roll down the window a few inches. Nothing. You might be able to light it. There's still a ways to go before you could openly, comfortably smoke, knowing that the other person most likely despises it. In this case, she has to despise it. It's endangering a child. Oh no, Matt Walsh. What would the Daily Wire say? I mean, this could get her canned at the Daily Wire. Allowing tobacco smoke of this degree. So he's looking at it. Look at that little look-see. That was
and
something
she's
else.
Looking right at it, too.
The environmentalists do often
take that drag. You could do it. She's allowing this.
Idea, this issue is so important, and by the way, it is so important, that it's okay if we shade the truth to get people on our side, and I don't agree with that. I'm always...
You've lied every time.
Well, not every time.
What was your climate disaster growing up? Mine was global warming. They don't even say it anymore.
They don't say global warming anymore?
No, they don't. No, they say climate change. They went from global cooling...
Maybe not in your bubble, but in the world they do.
No, they don't. They went from global cooling to global warming.
They never were in global... No one was ever talking about... It was one... That's such a stupid...
You guys in this globe! Hello! These people got globes for heads, I tell you. So he still has not taken that drag. I want to see that first puff.
Talking point that you keep repeating. It's a zombie lie. It was one article in one magazine in one day, 1 week in Newsweek or something. Nobody was talking about global cooling. Yes, we understand that the planet is always changing. That's a different story.
No, there was a whole climate alarmism via the IPC for global cooling.
No, there wasn't.
There was.
But do you believe people landed on the moon?
Well, let's just
no
back
puff
up
yet.
Because you're going,
I think that's
no.
I think that really sets a standard for this discussion.
You are taking something that was a Twitter
joke.
I'm going to answer your question, but I'm just trying because I think you should add context because what you're doing now is you're jumping away from an actual meaningful discussion about climate change and the hoax that's surrounding it and making people fearful.
Was that his first pop? We barely see it. Let's see.
Actual meaningful discussion about climate change and the hoax that's surrounding it and making people fearful to have children. And you're all going, well, didn't you once...
he does a... Now, does he get more? He did a side shush. He went like this. I'm doing a side... It's fine. I can't believe you wouldn't call him out on that. Especially because he's trying to call you out right now. Why don't you take it to the... You're really Mr. Climate having a smoke in front of a pregnant woman? No, it's fine. Keep smoking. I mean, but it's not fine. I mean, you're on TV. And it's got to be better to not be around the smoke, right?
Did any of the comments say anything? I
don't know. Let's see if he takes a bigger, grandiose puff.
I said in the tweet, let's have some fun today. What is one conspiracy theory that almost got you and that you think like could possibly be real? And I said the one that always gets me every time is the moon landing. How come we haven't gone back? So you're taking this one tweet where people then shared.
Okay, there he goes. So yeah, let's check these comments, see if anybody caught that. Ooh, 14,000 comments. Let's see what we got. I burst out laughing when he lit the cigar next to a pregnant woman and started to get into climate talk. 1.5K likes on that one. So there they are. The top comment, we didn't see that. He doesn't care about children. Secondhand smoke is not a thing. I knew that was going to be a new argument that just started. Secondhand smoke is not a thing. I didn't even make the connection. Shows how my upbringing was. That's crazy that he sparked up that fat doobie right next to a pregnant woman. It's weed, so it's good for the baby. She didn't have to come on his show. So, Bill Maher, everybody, keeping it real and Club Random.